guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about the products that I would run out and immediately repurchase if I lost everything, which would be so sad. I originally saw this video done by Samantha Ravndahl, so I will of course have her channel and her video linked down below for you guys. But if you're interested in hearing more about the makeup that I would literally run out the house and go repurchase if I was robbed and lost everything, then stay tuned. But first, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll consider doing so before you go. I post videos every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so quick disclaimer as always, I was just at the beach and then I got home and realized I have a little bit of time before I have to pick my daughter up from daycare, so I figured I would film a quick vid. This one has been on my filming list, so I literally tornadoed through my vanity, and whatever was closest to me I just basically tossed on my face. I feel like I am going to hate the way that my makeup looks when I go to edit this. I'm probably gonna cringe and want to refilm. It's always like this awkward thing where like I feel like I'm looking good and then I go to edit and I'm like, oh damn girl, you sure you want to post this? And then the hair is just in like my beachy braid, so like, I mean, I never really have my hair put together. I'm also aware that my foundation doesn't necessarily match the bod. I put on a foundation that was a little bit darker because I was just at the beach, figured I got some rays and wanted to match, and then I was like, nope, that's way too dark. So I tried to offset it with a darker brown. It's just, I might be a mess, but I also don't like refilming videos. So hopefully you guys can just accept me for who I am. Okay, you guys. Like I said, I originally saw Samantha Ravndahl do this video. I thought it was such a fun video concept and I wanted to do it for myself. So if I lost all of my makeup, first I would cry, probably. I mean, I feel like I'd actually just be like super furious. I feel like I wouldn't cry because I'm not like a huge crier. Like I do cry when I'm frustrated at times, and I'll cry at literally the dumbest things. Like I'll be watching Teen Mom by myself and nothing sad will even happen and I'll just be crying. But anyway, so if I lost all my makeup, what would I run out and immediately repurchase? So for primer, you guys probably already know, I would immediately go buy the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothing Priming Moisturizer. I don't currently have one. I am trying to work my way through some of my other primers before I go out and repurchase, but that is a favorite of mine. So that would be an immediate necessity. And then I would also repurchase the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This one is just a little bit more moisturizing than the First Aid Beauty, one. So I would want to make sure I had both in times where my skin was extra dry. Okay, I have 3 foundations I would immediately go repurchase. One is the L'Oreal Pro Glow. This is one of my all-time favorite foundations. The second is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. I would purchase the Illumination one because I prefer this to the other two. And the reason I would purchase this right away is because I really like that this has SPF 50 in it. And if I know I'm going to be outside for an extended period of time, I will wear this. I've never burned while wearing this, so I would definitely go purchase this. And then I would also purchase the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. That is one of my favorite foundations ever. It's just such a perfect finish. I don't even know how to describe the finish. It's like naturally like satin matte with like a hint of a glow. Like I don't know how to even describe the finish, but it is such a beautiful foundation, so I would definitely go repurchase that right away. Ironic that a couple of these things are not currently in my collection, but that means I'm trying to be a more conscientious consumer, right? For concealer, I would immediately go out and purchase the Laura Mercier Ultra Longwear Flawless Fusion Concealer. I thought about whether or not I would immediately go repurchase the Too Faced Born This Way concealer as well to have another full coverage concealer, but I'm not using, or I don't feel the need to use a full coverage concealer all that often, and I know I wouldn't wear it to work. So if I just lost all my makeup collection and I was repurchasing a bunch of stuff, I also feel like I would feel incredibly poor at that time and want to, you know, cut costs where I can. And I know that I would want to wear this one, or I do wear this one all the time to work. I can wear it to work and not feel like I'm super glammed up. So I think I would just go purchase this one and call it good for a little bit. For powder, I would immediately go out and repurchase the Hourglass Veil Mineral Translucent Powder. I don't think I would immediately purchase a pressed powder. I've been getting more into powder, but I'm also not the biggest powder wearer, so I feel like I would be okay if I just had one loose one, and again, like cut that cost and not immediately purchase a pressed powder. For bronzer, I would definitely repurchase the Physicians Formula Mira Mira Butter Bronzer. This is one I can get away with any day, any time of the year. I love it. Mine doesn't smell as scented anymore because I repressed it, but it still has that slight hint and smells good. It just makes me happy, so I would definitely go out and repurchase this. And then I'm not gonna lie, I probably would repurchase the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer right away, just because this is another one that I feel like can work for me any day, any season, any time, and I just love it. And I feel like I would be really sad after just losing my entire makeup collection. I would want something that just makes me feel luxurious and happy, and I definitely get that from this. And you get a ton of product in this, so this would last me a really long time if I didn't want to go out and purchase a ton more bronzers. So I would definitely go repurchase these two bronzers right away. I would 100%, if I couldn't, like if I was told like you can't get all those bronzers, you can't get the powder, like you gotta like get less than that, even like you have to reel it in even more, I would 110% buy the Smashbox Cali Contour Kit. This is one of the first things that I would immediately go out and repurchase. Like if I could only choose like a couple of things, this would be one of them, because I absolutely love the contour shade in here. The bronzer works really well for me. It comes with a beautiful blush. It even comes with a setting powder that I can make work for me if I want to, and a couple of highlights. So 110%, this would be way up there on the list of things that I needed to replace. But a couple other blushes I would have to go out and immediately get. Let's say it together. I would definitely go get the Buxom Seychelles blush. I have to have a nudie blush in my collection, and I have been obsessed with this blush this year. It is such a beautiful blush. This is like one of the first things I feel like I thought of when I thought of losing everything. I was like, oh, I'd immediately have to go replace Buxom Seychelles. And then I would also pick up another mini Mood Exposure by Hourglass. I love this blush, and I feel like this is one that you can kind of get away with any time of year. It's a super subtle blush, but so beautiful. So I would definitely replace this right away as well. I feel like you're definitely going to be able to guess one of the highlights that I would replace right away. It's the Fenty Beauty Killawatt highlight in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. I love this highlight. 100%. This would get replaced right away. And then I would also pick up the Becca Rose Quartz highlight. I've fallen in love with this highlight this year. This is what this one looks like. It's a beautiful pink tone highlight, but it's not like, I don't know, I don't feel like it's like your everyday average natural champagne pink highlight. I feel like I can pop this on my cheeks and it almost gives me like a sunburnt, sun-kissed sort of vibe, and I just live for it. So I would definitely want to replace that. And then lately, I have been in love with the NARS Fort de France highlight. This is what it looks like. It is stunning, you guys. I put my makeup on in such a rush. I honestly can't remember what I put on as my, no, it's not this. I was gonna say, I can't remember if this is on my cheekbones, but I've been wearing this so much lately and I just love it. It gives that beautiful sort of wet look to the skin. Like it looks like it's your actual skin, not powder sitting on top of your skin. And it's this beautiful golden champagne shade that just works so well for my skin tone. Would definitely want to replace this. A couple just random things before we end with like eyeshadow palettes. I would definitely have to pick up a beauty sponge. I just grabbed my beauty blender because it was the one that was closest to me, but I think I would have to pick up a beauty blender as well as the Morphe sponge that has the flat side, because I do like to have a sponge with like a flat side to apply my makeup. And then I would also 110%, this would be, this might be the #1 necessity actually, ABH Brow Powder Duo in Ebony along with the brow like brush. Would 100% need it. And then this would be, at least this would be a really cheap one to replace. This is my Essence eyeliner in the shade 2, which is just a really deep brown eyeliner. 100% would need this. I mean, we all need our eyeliner. For mascara, I would immediately run out and purchase the Milk Kush mascara and the Tarte Maneater mascara. That combo together is my absolute favorite. So those would be the two mascaras that I would immediately replace. For setting spray, I would pick up the MAC Prep and Prime, oh my gosh, MAC Fix Plus. And then I would also pick up the Ofra Makeup Fixer Setting Spray. That's a nice bang for your buck sort of item, and I really like what that does to the skin and to the finish and for setting my makeup. So those would be the 2 setting sprays that I would go pick up. For lips, I would 100% have to replace my Laneige Lip Sleeping Balm because hello, this saves my lips. For my wear to work lip balm, I would go get the Milk Lip Balm, the Kush Lip Balm in the shade Nug, which you'll barely be able to see swatched here because it's just this nice nude shade that I love. Gotta have a balm for work. Then I would go pick up the original Fenty Gloss Balm. I can't find my right now, so this is in the shade Fussy, but I would immediately go replace my original Gloss Balm. And then Tarte Rum Punch. I'm telling you, this is such a good lipstick. I just love this shade. I'm gonna replace this when I finish this, and this would be probably the first lip product I would repurchase. Well, I don't know, I'd probably get the Laneige lip product first because that actually heals my lips, but this is so good and I would have to replace it. Okay, and then because I'm extra, I would have to get 4 eyeshadow palettes, okay? Again, I'd be feeling really sad and I would need at least 4. 4 is my favorite number, so that'd be perfect. So I would get the ColourPop Dream Street palette. I love this palette. It has a really good mix of shimmers and some just neutral mattes with some pops of blue. So would definitely get this. ABH Soft Glam, I mean, I just couldn't live life without this, so would 100% have to go replace this. Plus, this would satisfy all of my warm eyeshadow needs. And then for my smoky needs, I would have to go replace my Huda Smoky Obsessions. And this has some nice cool tone shades to it. I just love the Huda Smoky Obsessions palette, and I would hate to think of life without them. So I would definitely go replace my smoky. And then this palette, I would have to replace, 1, for nostalgic reasons, and 2, because it's just so good. And really, I already need to replace mine, but Tartelette in Bloom. I mean, come on, you guys. This is just like an OG great palette. I like that this one is a little bit more cool tones too. This one's so easy to create wear to work looks. This has just had my back for so many years. I couldn't see a future without it. I mean, you know? After that though, those are all the products that I would run out immediately and repurchase. That would be a very hefty bill to have to swallow. But, you know, all for the sake of makeup, right? Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video. Definitely let me know what products you guys would immediately go and replace if you lost your entire makeup collection. I would love to hear from you guys. And other than that, I will catch you in tomorrow's video. Bye.